Hello Capricorn, welcome, it's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your reading for the 24th through to the 30th of January 2022, or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond that time. But just as always, it is a general reading, Capricorn, so it won't resonate with everybody, but it certainly will with some. So please take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. It'll be for somebody else. But we'll start with the Oracle of Visions to get some overall energies for you, Capricorn. But just very quickly to say, we are still in Mercury Retrograde season, and that's going to be in place until the 3rd of February. But what this means is it can cause delays in communication, delays in plans, making plans, agreements, being productive, signings, lots of things. And for some reason Mercury retrograde does seem to have an influence here, and really it's just paying attention to detail, giving yourself more time if you are planning to travel, and also just to bear in mind that Mercury retrograde does affect communication, Mercury being the planet of communication. So when it's apparently in retrograde motion, then it does delay communication in different forms, and it can also affect electronic equipment as well for some reason. Excuse me. All right, so I'll leave it there, and we'll get into your reading, Capricorn. So what do we have for Capricorn, please? Mercury retrograde is nothing to worry about. It's all part of our life systems, the planetary systems, and it's all part. It's been as it is, since the beginning of time, whenever that was. But it's all important. It's important situations, important energies for us. Sometimes life has to slow down a little bit, doesn't it? It can become too quick, too hectic. Right, Capricorn. All right, we have number 30 here. Now, this talks about danger, feeling fearful, feeling that a threat, an overriding threat. So that's sort of an energy. So let's see where this is going for you, Capricorn. Okay, we've got number 8 here, and this talks about your goals, your dedication, your due process. Is it something you're worried about, feeling fearful, feeling in danger, to do with your goals, what it is you are aiming towards? Is it bringing in a sense of apprehension, perhaps? So let's see. So we'll have a look at the Psychic Tarot now. So what is important for Capricorn to know, to understand, to consider at this time? What's important for Capricorn to consider at this time? What's the important information? 24th to the 30th of January 2022, or thereabouts. So we have the heart of your reading, Capricorn, the root of the matter, past influences, what's on your mind at the moment, the future going forward, and then something else that your guides, your energies would like to say to you at this time. And, all right, we have prosperity begins. So this is working in partnership with others, having set a seed, planted the seed, and being nurturing something to grow, and it's being very, very productive, or it promises to be very productive here. So some form of prosperity beginning. And using the Energy Oracle deck, we're going to clarify all of the cards on the table. So could we clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Capricorn? Clarify all of the cards on the table for Capricorn, please. Alright, Capricorn, we have patience. We have the Angel of Winter here holding the clock in front of her, and this is about time ticking and waiting. Perhaps time coming to a feeling like it's come to a standstill. But we can see lots of fire energy around here, so things are starting to warm up a little bit. But you're being asked just to be patient a little while longer. Big prosperity beginning. And it's growing and it's promising to be abundant, but it's just about being patient now. Alright, so at the heart of your reading, Capricorn, we have shadow and we have fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Shadow is very similar to the moon energy here. So there's that which you can see, that which you know and understand, but there's something in the shadows here that's not clear. It's not clear. I feel it's something to do with healing. Archangel Raphael is the healing energy. He represents the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra here. But he's very much the healing energy, and he's come forward to bring healing. And it's definitely something to do with something that's not clear, something that's in the shadows, something that's not revealed or revealing itself at the moment. And it could be because the healing energies need to take their course. Healing needs to happen first. At the root of this situation we have wisdom, and we have the garden and the gate. Wisdom, a major arcana. This is the Hierophant in ordinary tarot. And this is applying wisdom, applying clear thought, clarity, knowledge, either giving or receiving wise counsel about a situation. And the clarifier is the garden and the gate. And then this is to do with being stuck in a situation, that staying in a situation that feels safe, that's secure, and you know what it is, and it's okay, and it provides for all your needs, but you're the sense of feeling trapped there, and you know, thinking, looking to the horizon, wondering what it's like out there. So it's that sort of an energy, confining yourself in a situation or in an environment, but giving some wise thought or receiving wise counsel about this situation. Okay, let's have a look at the past energies. Okay, we've got mental conflict and contract. So the past energies connected to this situation are giving, you know, mental conflict, having to think deeply about something, setting your mind on fire here. And it's to do with having to make a decision, making a decision and giving it some deep thought, but it's created anxiety and mental conflict in your mind. It's a difficult decision to be made here. And it's to do with a contract of some sort. A contract that needed to balance the books, that needed to bring the scales into harmony. Alright, so overthinking something, thinking something You know, knowing a decision needs to be made, but finding it difficult to look at it. And it's to do with some form of a contract. It could be a marriage contract, could be a work contract. Okay. All right, they're the past energies. And there is still a lack of clarity here. Into the current position, there's still a lack of clarity. Something needs healing. What's on your mind, Capricorn? We have balance and we have the world. And balance is very much the temperance energy. And so what you're thinking about is trying to achieve some form of balance, that things need to be balanced, need to bring in harmony, and for things to settle. You're thinking about how to balance the energies of communication, of the heart, of finances, and of creativity and entrepreneurship. And this is what you're trying to balance, all of those energies. Because we have the world, and the world, this is about a completion of an old cycle. Something completing, but getting ready to expand out. Right. So this is what's happening, and you're currently thinking about how to achieve some form of balance here because of this transformational energy. Okay. Right, going forward, we have authority and community. Authority, this is the Emperor energy, it's major arcana, and the Emperor is very much in control. He has great authority, complete authority. He makes the rules, he rules his empire. So this is very much about authority, having authority, being in control. And then community is a clarifier. I'm going to get some more information, Capricorn, about these two energies. Because for me, community, there's something about the number 3 here. Now, for some of you, this could be talking about some form of a third-party interference that you need to get to grips with, that you need to take control with. It could be about being in control of those that you allow close to you, you know, being careful who you share information with, for example, who you allow into your friendship circle, for another example. It could be having more control within a friendship group. So let's see, I'll get some more information there, but first of all, let's have a look what your guides want to say to you. Well, we've got recognition and reward, and we've got first chakra, Archangel Michael. And recognition and reward, this is very much about recognition of a job well done. Something that you've been very successful at, and the universe just wants to recognise that. It could also be could be somebody else or somebody connected to you. It could be to do with work, for example. It doesn't have to be. But somebody recognising your hard work and your achievements. But the clarifier is first chakra, and this is Archangel Michael. And the first chakra is your root chakra, your base chakra at the base of your spine. And it's ruby red, and this is the energy centre that governs aspects for you to do with safety, security, financial security, being stability around you and within you, and having all your basic needs met, So that is why it's the first chakra. It's the foundation chakra here. So there's something about having achieved a good foundation. And that's what's being recognised here. You've achieved a good foundation, a good solid foundation for some of you. That includes financial security, includes stability within you and around you. And this is what's being recognised. Capricorn. I feel you're becoming more in control now, to do with your local community. You know, and your community can be to do with work, friendship, community out, you know, away from the home. People who think on the same page as you, perhaps. People who have the same ideals or going in the same direction as you. Whatever your community means to you. I feel that there's an element of you taking more of an authoritative role there for some of you. I'm just going to get a bit more information about that one. Right, could we have more information about authority and community for Capricorn, please? Some more information for Capricorn going forward concerning authority and community, please. Two more. Authority and community. And one more. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is saying this is something coming in very slowly, but when it gets to you it's solid gold. It's something to do, it could be to do with finances, it doesn't have to be, but it's something that's promising expansion and abundance and security and for the foreseeable future. So it's a lovely energy, that's something solid gold on the way to you. So I'll just put that to one side, Capricorn. So, okay, what we have here connected to authority, we've got the Four of Cups and the Page of Wands. Right. The Four of Cups, this is when something's on offer, something's being offered. But you're not sure whether to accept it or not here. You're thinking about it, you can see it, but you're not quite sure whether to accept it or not. And what it's to do with is a new opportunity. A new creative opportunity that's suggesting some form of movement and change here. And I'm very drawn to we've got the peaches here, look like peaches growing on the tree. And of course we had the peaches here, prosperity beginning. All right, so something quite prosperous on offer here that's being offered, but and I feel it's to do with having more control, having more authority, but you're not quite sure. You're not sure. It's something you'll be thinking about. You're not sure whether to accept it. And the clarifier, it's part of, it's something to do with a community of some sort, whether it's to do with work, career, or something else. And we've got the King of Wands here. He's the entrepreneur. And he's right at the top of his game. He's sitting on his throne, holding his wand that's on fire here. So he's very much at the top of his game here. This is somebody at the top of their game. Somebody who's very creative, very passionate with what they do. They see opportunities and are able to go for it, go for the opportunity. All right, but it will mean moving on. Okay. It'll mean moving on onto a different environment. And I think for whoever this is for, this is why you're not sure about this. Why you're not sure about this offer, this opportunity that's on its way. All right, because it would mean change of environment, I feel. But you see, you've got the Wheel of Fortune is turning. The Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Destiny is turning, Capricorn. And it's turning in your favour. And this happens every now and again. It's an opportune time to make changes. But you have free will, Capricorn. It's completely up to you whether you want to take advantage of this time or whether it's not the right time for you. All right. Okay, so there's something solid gold, and I'm very aware that, you know, you have this sense of danger, of you're quite fearful of this, and this is what's probably holding you back from taking the next step forward. You're feeling quite fearful of this, and it's all to do with your progress, with the goals, with the due process. And that's why we had the moon, you know, the shadow energy. There's a lack of clarity at the moment, but there's a need for healing in some area. There's a need for healing. Right. And you've been worrying a lot about a contract. You know, you're wanting to achieve some form of harmony and balance because you're aware of an old cycle coming to a completion, but they're getting ready for expansion. Then it's a matter of time, just having to wait. All right. So I think there's an offer coming, and you're aware of that. And it will mean more responsibility, I feel, but you're just not sure. Because it will mean, for some of you, it's going to mean a change of environment, moving on. But the Wheel of Fortune is turning for you. And there is a recognition and reward for you, Capricorn, about a job well done. And establishing a secure base. And that secure base is either for yourself, those around you, or for an organisation, perhaps. All right. Interesting reading, whoever this is for. It won't be for everybody, Capricorn, but it certainly will be for somebody, or a few, small handful of you. But could we have 2 final messages, please, for Capricorn? What else can you tell Capricorn, please? 2 final messages to complete this reading for Capricorn. Right, Capricorn, here we go. We've got reaching your destination. So your light is shining brightly. You're being noticed, or you've been noticed, Capricorn. And crossing bridges. So it's time for healing, connecting, mending and releasing. So reaching your destination. There's your castle in the sky. And it's huge, look. And we've got the butterfly of transformation here. And there's going to be others following you, I think, whatever this is to do with. You know, your light is currently shining brightly. Capricorn, beautiful, and other people can see it, not just yourself. But it means crossing a bridge. It means leaving one environment, turning your back on something, and moving across to another environment here. But it's saying it's time for healing, and we had Archangel Raphael at the heart of your reading here, and he's the healing energy, bringing in healing. So it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and then releasing. Capricorn. So Beautiful energies, a lovely reading, whoever this is for. But I'm going to leave it there. So good luck going forward. And until next time, bye-bye for now.